Hello and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Pam. I've got my coffee and I am wearing my Hawaiian shirt, my island shirt, my parrot shirt, and my shades because Pam, you know what? Our future is so bright. I've got to wear shades. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to the host with the most. Pam, take it away.
Hi, Don. How have you been? Your future is so bright, and I'm so excited that you got your shades on. Look at you. Like, what was that when we was young? Reminds me of Miami. Got your Miami Vice shades on.
Oh, yeah. And as viewers notice, we're not on the road today. We're actually back in our residence here a little bit. So it's probably back in the 90s. It's been hot, so you definitely need your shades and your sunblock, right? We didn't have a coffee with Pam last week. We took a day off, and I had my kids, and I know you've been busy, Pam, right, with your mom, and it's your mom's birthday, right?
Absolutely. 81 years young. She's 81 years young today, and little Miss Beautiful in there. And so my brother came over, and he has this new printer, and it's 3D, and he's printed out this like wooden block thing that says "I love you, Mom" on it. I wish I'd brought it out here with me. It's really cool. She's doing a whole lot better. She's doing pretty good, actually. And she gets to come out here and enjoy the porch with me and sit out here and watch my birds, because I'm the bird lady. And I'm always filling my bird feeders every morning and making sure that they've got plenty to eat. I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook the other day, but I had a skunk. My Cooper's hawk. I have a Cooper's hawk. I call him Coop. And I seen him fly out into the middle of the field, and I ran and grabbed my camera, and I started taking pictures of him. Well, I realized that he was going after something, and I thought it was a little mole or something, or a little baby rabbit. And all of a sudden I seen what he was going after. Well, he thought he was going to have breakfast, but instead he got sprayed. He got his eyes filled full. And so Coop became Mr. Stinky, and he flew off. He flew off with a little bit of his dignity, but not much. Been staying home a lot, social distancing. We've got the second wave, which we all knew was coming. And I want to talk about like masks for a little bit. I do everything in my power to keep people safe, especially, I have a mother with an autoimmune disease, and I do everything I can to keep her safe. And I feel like I do my part. I feel like when the first time when the pandemic came and we all got shut down, and I was scared to death to do anything, to go to the grocery to get, anything that we needed, toiletries, food, whatever. I didn't have a mask then. And I'm trying to do the best I can to wear my mask as much as possible. And I feel like that people have come down on certain people for not having theirs on. But if you're practicing social distancing too, you're not going to run up on top of somebody. You're not going to get in their space. You're not going. I'm definitely not. I kind of like my little zone and my little bubble, and I'm not gonna run up on top of somebody, and I'm not gonna stand there and yell at some little old man or woman in the grocery store and be the mask police. I'm just not going to do that to someone. I'm going to show common courtesy and common sense and do my part, and to try to keep everyone as safe as I can keep them without basically losing my mind. I've seen some stuff that's just unreal of how people can be to other people. It's not nice.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking, Pam. I had to take my shades off because I want to make some eye contact here because this is kind of has become a delicate topic, right? And, you and I, we like to be inspirational, encouraging, right? And then not go down one path too far or the other, right? However, with me, I cannot separate, who I am, what I'm about, and who I serve and basically my faith, right, from who I am. So you'll see that interwoven in almost all my conversations. And you've been around me enough to observe that. But, this may be a sensitive topic. We may offend some people, right? Some people may not agree with us. That's all right. You don't have to agree with us. And I can agree to disagree with you, any of our viewers, with grace and humility. I like that. Agree to disagree with grace and humility. So mask or not to mask? That is the question, right? So here's my perspective. And if some folks follow me on social media or on Facebook, I've kind of had enough on the tangent and tirade over these masks, all right? So let me just share something, and I'm going to interweave it with my faith. And I shared a verse on Facebook. If the good shepherd will leave the 99 for just one, and that just one is as precious, right? Then every life matters. Every soul matters, all right? And if wearing a mask, Pam, if wearing a mask can help in some way, even if it's microscopic, to help prevent the spread or save a life, what's the big flippin' deal of wearing a mask, right? So, I'm a biker, right? So when I wear a motorcycle, I wear a mask a lot of time. And some of my masks, you'll see, it's my motorcycle mask, right? My American flag, right? In the winter, we wear scarves, right? So what's the big deal? And usually it's just for an hour or, going to the grocery store or when you're around people, not in your car, not at home. You don't wear a mask. But if you're around people, simply put on a flipping mask for a period of time. Now, people will want to argue with me. They'll debate, and they'll say a couple things here, right? So one is the health aspect. I have asthma or breathing conditions. I have PTSD. I have certain illnesses that prevent me from wearing a mask. Hey, look, I get it, right? I'm empathetic. I get it. First of all, I work with people that are living with or recovering or suffering from a mental illness. I get it. I have family and friends that have breathing disorders and asthma. I get it. I understand. But people, look, it's just for going out into the store around people, not at home, right? So, well, the mask doesn't work. It's this or that. Well, I want to encourage those watching this to do adequate research because, look, if it's droplets, all right, you wear a mask, all right, I wear a mask, okay? It's preventing, it's dampening it from both sides. For preventing it, just do it and stay that 6 feet away, all right? 6.5, 7. How hard it is to stay 6 feet away from other people or 8 feet, right? You should be washing your hands, folks, often anyway, right? There's enough germs out there. It's no big deal. People quit making a mountain out of a molehill. Wear your masks, stay 6 feet apart, and wash your hands. If you don't, okay, all right, this is the only thing that they have because this is a new novel virus. They really don't know, okay, a lot yet from it. But if it has a fraction, just do it. Just do it. No big deal. Quit making a mountain out of a molehill is my perspective. Now, you may not agree with me. And there's this conspiracy theorist saying, oh, they're going to take our rights away. First of all, it's the mask, it's the stay at home. And then it's going to be the digital chip, and it's going to be Armageddon. It's the end of the world. It's the Republicans. It's the Democrats. It's organized crime. Stop it, folks. Quit letting your imagination run from you, okay? Run away. It's a simple mask. Wear it for the interim, and let's just work together to make a positive impact, right? Don't argue. Don't spread it's this leader's fault, that leader's fault. Right now, that's the best solution we have is the social distancing, right? Pam, washing our hands and the mask. If we don't try this, if we don't implement this, I'm telling you, folks, the states are going to shut down again, all right? And if that doesn't work, you don't listen to the governor and authorities, pretty soon you're going to have the National Guard out, okay? So let's just be proactive, be wise, be smart, wear a simple mask. There's my 2 cents.
And my 2 cents are, if you don't wear a mask, if you have mental illness, or if you have anxiety extreme, and you're just going out for a moment, and you know please, people, don't go up to someone and start a fight with them. Don't go up to someone and think that you're going to exactly tell them what to do and how to do. They are adults. They live in this world just like you do. And we all need to get along a little better. I mean, the world is topsy-turvy. It is upside down. Let's have some grace. Let's have some respect. A lot better than what we do.
I agree, Pam. It's funny, you go on social media and everyone becomes scientists, doctors, lawyers. It's amazing, how they become these experts overnight. All right. Why don't we leave that to the experts, right? And, the folks that have these illnesses, physical, emotional, or mental, look, I'm empathetic. But look, you probably shouldn't be around large crowds, mass gatherings during a pandemic in the first place, right? And then, have people help you, okay? Have stuff delivered for a while. Let's just work together to get through this, right? Just like you said, Pam. Now, you and I are both polar bears, right? So we grew up in Northridge, in a small town, almost inner city, Northridge polar bears, right? And, look, I was taught to say yes, sir, no, sir, right? I was taught to respect my elders, okay? To be thankful, right? To extend grace, mercy, and be grateful. Look, we're going through tough times. Everyone is. Look, and you go on these you think about these conspiracy theories, or, taking the rights, or it's organized crime, or it's a Republican, it's a Democrats, it's a libertarian, whatever. Come up with, I've read it all, right? It's about extending some grace and being wise and smart. And when we grew up in Northridge and how we were taught respect our elders, right? Respect authority, okay, is to listen to the experts and sometimes just keep your pie hole shut, all right? If it's not a mandate, okay, if it's not law, it's not an order, all right, don't jump down someone's throat because they're not wearing a mask. I think that's what you're kind of alluding to, or vice versa. Okay, if someone's wearing a mask and they're not going on them, or vice versa. Look, stay freaking 6, 8, 10 feet away from folks. Wear your mask, or not wear a mask if it's not mandated. Get your business done and get out, right? Don't argue. Don't tear people apart. Look, people are going through some tough times. Look, people are losing their jobs or out of work. They're about to lose their home, their livelihood, right? There's people dying, all right? We talked a little bit before the show started. Pam knows some folks that have it. I know some folks that have it. People are really dying, all right? And if one soul dies from COVID-19, that's one soul too many. I don't care about percentages people tout, okay? Or, there's this many cases, there's this many deaths, and this many people recovered. If one life is lost from COVID-19, I don't care if you do the statistics from the Spanish flu or every other flu or the common flipping cold, all right? If one life is lost from COVID-19, that's one life too many, in my opinion. Extend grace, be kind, and it's okay not to go on a tirade on your keyboard to scream at people. It's okay to keep your pie hole shut, right? And extend some grace and respect, and agree to disagree with grace and humility.
There's still things that you can get out and do. You can go to the park. You can take your kids to the park. You can have cookouts, have your immediate family over. You kind of know where your family's been. I mean, I hope you do. Take your dog to the dog park, go play, or what, go play with your kids out in the field, throw a frisbee. I'm sure you're probably tired of being at home and stuck inside the house, and it's summertime, so you can get outside. And if you're lucky enough to have a pool, you get to go swim in your pool and stuff. Right. I wish I had a pool.
We kind of talked about this, Pam, starting out in some of the messages, and that's what we were trying to do, is spread some positivity, as you call it, right? And then, if you follow us on the social media, we share what we've done. And then we took this show on the road, right? And there is a lot you can do. And the thing about these masks, okay, and, there's pretty cool masks, man. I'm an Ohio State Buckeye fan. I got an Ohio State mask. I got Adidas mask, American flag mask. It's kind of a fashion statement that you can exude, right? I'm ready to get a Northridge Polar Bears mask. I think they sell it on the Love Northridge site. But look, make fun. You can find silver linings. We did an episode on that, right? Right now, the state is open back up. You just have to wear a mask in certain counties. It's required. What's the big deal? You're driving in your car. You get out, slide on the mask, get your grocery or whatever to a restaurant, wear your mask going in. And while you're eating, you don't have to wear a mask. How are you supposed to wear a mask and eat, right? You put your mask on your table or in your pocket, you eat, enjoy conversation with family and friends. And when you leave and when you're done, put your mask back on and leave. No big deal. The stance on this, and Pam and I, we do want to share positivity and encouragement, is the thing about it is, even though we're going through a pandemic, right? There's a lot of uncertainty. There's civil unrest, okay? Why don't we just turn off the TV a little bit more, or maybe quieten down the social media and be thankful to God for what we have. If you woke up this morning, viewers, listeners, if you woke up this morning, you got running water and food in the refrigerator and a roof over your head, you're more better off than a majority of people on this planet, okay? You're blessed. If you're an American, you have more freedoms than any other country. And I don't want to get on a tangent because I might get on a sermon here. But the thing about it, how do I know that? Because I've been to third world countries. I've seen it. I've seen it up close and personal. I've seen digging ditches just to get clean water for people that's drinking sewer water or mud water. People living and eating mud. Look, you're blessed, okay? Look for the silver linings and what's good. If you got loved ones, friends, family, a spouse, roof over your head, any of those, count them. And when you wake up each morning and you're 6 feet above ground and sunrise in the morning, be thankful for it. Be thankful you can brew a cup of coffee, whether it's in a Keurig or at a percolator, and drink it in America. And that's all I got to say about that.
That's good. That's good, and I agree.
Don't mean to sound like Forrest Gump, but that's all I got to say about that.
I heard that. I mean, that's right, Jen A.
Jen A. Well, Pam, we've been rambling on a long time on this particular episode.
Yes,
I'm sure this is probably one of our longer ones.
Okay.
But what would you like to wrap up with?
This too shall end. And someday our kids are going to be telling their grandkids, hey, I lived through the great pandemic. I lived through the, and just like how we heard about our grandparents living through the Depression, and we heard about our grandparents living through World War II, and we heard about our, someday our children will be saying to their grandchildren, I lived through this, and this is what happened, and this is what we did, and and we're gonna get through this, and go out and find your joy, find your happiness. Your happiness is within yourself, and your joy is within yourself, because you need to know what makes you happy and know what makes you joyful, and there's things that you can try. There's new things you can try. You can paint, you can draw, you can do all kinds of things. There's so many things in this world to do. You can take up, if you want to make pots out of clay, right now is the time to do it. I mean, this is kind of like your winter time, even though it's a pandemic and it's summertime, but in the winter time, like, I read a whole lot more. Well, I'm getting to read this year all year long. So, and you close out for us, Dawn, and I just want to say, stay blessed, and I love you, and we just gotta keep holding each other up.
I'm gonna cliche something, and just kind of piggyback off of what you said. Right, this too shall pass. Just wear a mask. This too shall pass. Just wear a mask. But seriously, folks, look. Um, be the change you want to see. Be the change. Pay it forward. Okay. If someone gave you a gift, they extended kindness, grace, mercy, even if it's just a sincere compliment, pay it forward, because optimism, enthusiasm, and kindness can be contagious. And how about us catching and spreading that? Look, right, Pam? Look, listen, make it a great day, because you truly have a choice in making it a great day, because your future is so bright. You have to wear shades and a Hawaiian Island shirt. Cheers. Shalom. Peace out.